Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 15 in the NFL. We're talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. It's Wednesday afternoon, and Joe Duffy takes all of the toughest games that none of the other handicappers want to touch each week in the NFL. The toughest lines, Joe Duffy doesn't care. Confident, long-term, successful handicapper. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
All right, thank you, Peter.
All right, Green Bay Buffalo is the game we're going to analyze right now. Before we get to it, give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com, and I want to emphasize this to all the viewers. That's where all of your top plays do go, where you do believe you have a big edge, not, these games where you might not have any sense of an edge at all, but you cover them just because I ask you to.
Yes, no, that is correct, and I love doing it with you, Peter. Well, I don't know, maybe I better rephrase that, but we have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Give a plug, OffshoreInsiders.com.
Yeah, Offshore Insiders, 27 years full-time in the business, and I literally, just as a passion, have been handicapping since the mid to early 70s. So this is something that is both my vocation and something that's been an obsession for a long time. My full-time income since I graduated college has been betting plays and selling plays. OffshoreInsiders.com.
All right, Joe. Right now, Buffalo is a 4 or 4.5 point home underdog. That's gone down a bit from the opener of 5. Total is understandably high, 50 or 50.5. And Buffalo, they lost at Denver last week, but they did get the cover. They've now actually covered 3 games in a row. And, the Packers got a win on Monday night, but they didn't get the cover in that one. And the Packers, obviously an awesome team. If they need to turn it up at any time, they probably can. But based on their spreads, it looks like the market has, sufficiently caught up to them. The Packers are now just 3-3 against the spread over their last 6 games. And when I first saw this line, I was thinking, maybe Buffalo +5 was a side with value. Green Bay seems like they just, don't quite win road games by this margin. They're only 2-4 against the spread on the road so far this year. And Buffalo at home usually has a decent home advantage, and, they have a good defense at times. I was thinking if I had to take a side here, it might not necessarily be a side with a huge edge, but I would go with 5. Now at 4, 4.5. Smaller edge, but I think I'd still go with Buffalo. What's your take on this game, Joe?
The funny thing is, this is, I think, at least the 3rd year that I've been doing videos with you, and probably this week I'm going with the public with a higher percentage than just about any other time I've done videos with you. I'm actually going to go with the road favorite here, Green Bay, and the story that I like to tell you every now and then is every time, a friend of mine who bets and kind of handicaps on the side, they come up to me and like, there's a game I absolutely love this week, and I think it's one of the strongest games I've seen in a while. I always say, okay, which road favorite is it? Because that's what the public likes to do. But this is a case where I'm going to be going with the road favorite. You're right. In some respects, they've slowed down a little bit spread-wise. I made the confession, I've been venting my spleen, how all the years that I've been doing this, both professionally and just privately betting games, and even as a youth where I used to just handicap games for fun, I have never had so many backdoors slammed in my face as I did this year. And that, of course, includes Green Bay on Monday night, where it could have gone either way. So, I don't consider all spread victories equally. I don't consider all spread setbacks equally. And still, since the famed relax statement by Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay is still 7-3 against the spread, 9-1 straight up, and they've gone over 8 out of 10. Now, keep in mind, one of the reasons that Green Bay struggled defensively in the second half against Atlanta, Julio Jones, he just ate alive cornerback Sam Shields, but Shields practiced only 1 day last week because of a concussion. It's somewhat understandable. Now he's back. It looks like he's going to have a full week of practice. I don't think that Green Bay's defense is going to be, they're not going to play as poorly as they did last week, especially since the week length. There was a fairly reasonable explanation. Also, Green Bay's got this great combination that we like. They have motivation because they can clinch a playoff spot this weekend. They don't have any pressure. Look, they're going to be in the playoffs. So, the math will work out for them, although they haven't officially clinched one, but they can make it official this weekend. And again, Buffalo, it's not like Buffalo, regardless of what the weather report is, it's not like they're going to have a home weather advantage. Green Bay is used to playing in the cold, so it doesn't matter how Buffalo-like the weather is. And the Bills, really the pressure is on them. The Bills have no margin of error. If they lose this week, they could still mathematically be alive, but they basically have to win this week, so the pressure is actually on them. And I like to go against it. Like I always say, if teams were good playing under pressure, they wouldn't be under pressure this time of the year. So I'm going to be going with what's probably going to be a big public play. I'm going to be going with Green Bay.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it won't be a big public play. Can't make an argument against Green Bay, of course. They're awesome. They're freaking awesome. Right now, -4 is a widely available number. Thanks so much, Joe.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.